Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we will be talking about the past perfect. El pasado perfecto se utiliza para referirse a una acción que ocurrió en el pasado antes que otra. Quiere decir que dos cosas pasaron en el pasado antes del presente. En este caso, la primera acción se conjuga en pasado perfecto, mientras que la segunda, la más reciente, en pasado simple. Hoy visitaremos la gramática detrás del pasado perfecto con una explicación y las varias maneras en las que se podría usar haciendo ejercicios. The past perfect is used to refer to an action that happened in the past before another. That means two actions took place in the past before now. In this case, the first action is conjugated in the past perfect, while the second most recent in simple past. Today, we will be visiting the grammar behind the past perfect with an explanation and the various ways it could be used using examples. But what exactly is the past perfect? Again, the basic meaning of past perfect is to refer to a point in time further in the past than another point, or to talk about an action that happens before another action in simple past, in past simple. In even simpler terms, it is used to emphasize that an action was completed before another action. An example would be, John had gone out last night, and so he was late for work this morning. To explain this sentence, we might assume that John went drinking with his friends last night and drank a ton of chirinchi, and that today he was unable to get up on time and was late this morning. But it is now the afternoon. The past perfect tense in English is composed of two parts, which must be used. The past tense of the verb to have, which is had, and the past participle of the main verb. So as we can see, two instances take place in the past. The first one is the one you're going to use with the past participle, and the second one is the one you're going to use with simple past. Of course, we're not talking about the present, we're not talking about the future, we're talking about the first instance. The first instance, where's the first instance? We're not talking about now. We're talking about the first instance in the past. There it is. That's the one we're going to be using with the past participle. And then, of course, we have the second instance, which takes place, and the one we're going to be using with the simple past. We use the past participle all the time when it comes to past perfect. So, to continue, we use the past participle of the verbs. To form the past perfect tense, you need to use the past tense of the verb to have, which is had, and add the past participle of the main verb. For example, the subject plus had plus the past participle becomes the past perfect tense. But what exactly is the past participle? Well, all verbs have the present, a past, and a past participle. But most importantly, we need to keep in mind that there are two types of verbs: regular verbs, which end in ed, and irregular verbs, which will change. What is the past participle? I've highlighted these words, these sample words in red, as you can see. Eaten, seen, been, had, gone, arrived. And in simple past, had and arrived. Okay? Good. As long as you understand those words and know what they mean, the past participle of the verbs are those words which you use in Spanish ending with ido ado, and which are basically the equivalent to the past participle of the verbs in English. A Spanish example: Los ladrones ya se habían ido para cuando llegó la policía. The thieves had already gone by the time the police arrived. Yo en el presente hago referencia a dos cosas que pasaron en el pasado. Esto sería un ejemplo del pasado perfecto. Okay, good. ¿Entienden? Yes. Okay. The past participle. Again, we have some examples here. After Sophia had finished her work, she went to lunch. I washed the floor when the painter had gone. Harold had known about it for a while. I didn't say anything until she had finished talking. After she had moved out, I found her notes. Before I knew it, she had run out the room. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to try. The lady blank the $20 bill before my father came back to pick his bill up. What would you say is the answer for this example? Had found, finds, has, found, or was found? Think. What would you say is the answer? Okay, give up? Okay, let me give you the answer. The answer here, of course, is had found. The lady had found the $20 bill before my father came back to pick his bill up. That's the answer. Here's another one. She blanked too much. I'm not going to speculate on that one. But think, what would you say the answer for that one is? Had ate, eats, was ate, had eaten. Had ate, eats, was ate, had eaten. The answer, of course, yes, that's right. Some of you came up with the right answer. She had eaten too much. Here's another one. Okay, this one is going to be a little difficult. I want you to now choose the one that is not in the past perfect. I realized I had forgotten the gift. The fire had melted the snow around the place. I have visited the Louvre again last week, and we had been to Rio de Janeiro. Think. The answer, of course, here is I have visited the Louvre again last week. That is the one that is not in past perfect. One more. We ate cherries from the tree that my grandfather blank many years before. What would you say the answer to this one is? Had planted, has planted, have planted, had planned. Think. The answer, of course, yes. That's right. Had planted. Had planted would be the right answer. So in summary, the past perfect, also called the pluperfect, is a verb tense used to talk about actions that were completed before some point in the past. We were shocked to discover that someone had graffitied Carlos was here on the front entrance of the Ile. But we were relieved that Carlos used washable paint, and we did not have to spend a lot of money to remove the graffiti from the entrance of the Ile. We did get in touch with him, that's me, and he had refused to make any comments because he was too busy giving English classes. The past perfect.